Anyone who knows me knows that I have a great mind for details, especially details about the past. Sometimes I've even been called a nostalgia junkie. Anyway, example of my love for the past. This past week, I actually was able to dig up, I got to tell you, Google is your friend. But I dug up two persons from the past, and I mean the past. I mean in my kindergarten days. My pre-married days back in the 80s. And now people from that I dug up, it was actually their relatives that I was able to find that were still living. The point was it wasn't about the fact that the people that I really knew had passed on. It was the joy that I got by connecting with those people and actually bringing back to remembrance the love and the enjoyment and the gifts and the gold that I had with others, with these people from the past. I love doing that. I mean, if it ever comes to, hey, Frank, you want to dig into the past, especially stuff that affected me, I'm all for that. When I first started doing the blueprint process, I actually was given a kind of a license, if you will, a freedom of actually unafraid, without fear, being able to revisit those experiences. None of this, oh gosh, who'd want to hear from me? Oh gosh, they might think I'm creepy. None of that. In fact, in my mind, it was almost like, who cares? I have an opportunity to actually revisit. For what reason? To rekindle some kind of a friendship or an event. As was supposed by some people I shared this with. And it was like, no, it was just an opportunity to reconnect with people and bring life back into memories and experiences and love that might have been covered over by ages of time, memories, events. And when I engaged with my own blueprint in learning how to discover what really is Frank's purpose in life, the purpose of not only shining light on situations, things, events, people, ideas that are not clearly seen, and really having that turn out to be extremely useful for people. People go, you know something? I am so glad you brought that up. Anyway, the blueprint process for me is a way for me to bring out what gifts and gold I have and go forward with them and engage people wherever they are in life without fear or trepidation or worrying about how is it that I'm going to be received here? What are they going to think I'm after? What if? Who cares? The energy and the drive that I got from this drew me. I'd like to say inexplicably, but there is an explanation. And maybe if you and I talk about this at some point in the future, I'll get more into that. But suffice it to say, it just energized me. And whereby in the past I would go, oh, well, yeah, sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I remember they had a huge impact on my life, and I know that they've passed on, blah, 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 blah. Forget about it. Get on the phone, get on the computer, type out whatever I need to do to convey that energy for whatever outcome it has. That's none of my business. It becomes my business, though, happily, when people actually respond to that and say, I remember you from your kindergarten days, and I remember how you used, my gosh, my mom, my late mom, we loved her. She always remembered. That's just the gimme. That's the gold. What I'd want you to know is if you ever engage in putting together what it is that your purpose and your cause is, and your messages to the world at large are, I invite you, come to the calls that we have, and below this one will be a link to come to that. Whether you come to it or not, take that thought. There is a life beyond the life that you think is just going. There's new life, there's new energy, and there's joy, not just to be gotten, but to be given out there.